Idaho Matters podcast is brought to you by St. Luke's On-Demand Virtual Care, which allows patients to see a provider from their home using a computer or smartphone with on-demand care for common ailments such as a cough, sore throat, or a sinus issue. More information at stluke'sonline.org. Idaho Matters is taking a deep dive into the loss of farmland here in the Gem State. Are you a farmer? What challenges do you face as farmland shrinks in Idaho? We want to hear your story. Email us at idahomatters@boisestate.edu or leave us a voicemail using the Talk to Us feature in the Boise State Public Radio app. And then listen to our series on farming called Land and Legacy. Episodes available on Monday afternoons in the Idaho Matters podcast feed. More Idaho Matters now from the studios of Boise State Public Radio News. I'm Gemma Gaudette. What if you could spend just 5 minutes a day to get healthier and happier? Well, turns out there's a program for that. It's called 5 for 5, 5 minutes to better health. And it is the brainchild of the University of Idaho Extension Program. Now, this idea is to take 5 minutes every day and do 5 little exercises designed to help your muscles, your heart, your bones, your balance, and your peace of mind. Now, the idea is spreading with 5 for 5 programs in states like Utah and Kansas, as well as Virginia and North Carolina. And it's especially popular with teachers and others who work with kids. Now, Kirsten Jensen is one of the lead authors of the program. She's a professor of health and fitness and nutrition in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at the University of Idaho. And she's here today to talk with us more. Kirsten, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
So, Kirsten, where did this idea come? Well, we're so excited to have you. Where did the idea for this program come from?
Well, a group of educators and myself back in about 2019 started coming up with ways to increase levels of physical activity within the state of Idaho. And due to COVID, a lot of us were stuck at our homes or home offices and needed a way to, I guess we had more time on our hands to try and brainstorm ways to do that, to increase those levels of physical activity. And we came up with this idea then and started working on it on a regular basis. And we published in 2022 and have just been going crazy, introducing the program, talking about the program. We've been going to national conferences, and won't surprise me if this goes international at some point.
So I actually tried one of these today. I did the flexibility and balance activity, where you lift your. And here's why: I'm a big believer that good balance is going to help you age well. So. And it was super simple. I mean, things like, lift your leg and I just put, go in a circle and then go in another circle. Describe why something as simple as that can really impact, your wellness, your overall wellness.
Well, as we all age, our muscle mass reduces over time. The old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And so as that muscle mass decreases, if we don't continue to work on strengthening our muscles, which are muscles attached to our bones. So when you strengthen your muscles, your bone also strengthens. And doing small body weight exercises, whether it be bone strengthening, muscle strengthening, or even those balance and flexibility exercises, you're going to increase the strength of your bones in your body, reduce some of those natural aging effects, and then hopefully reduce chances that you might fall and potentially injure yourself as we get older.
So many of your diagrams for this program, I mean, they're super cute. They're really simple to follow. And I'm curious about the mindfulness aspect of 5 for 5, because the first exercise that comes up in the program is that you lie on the floor and you put like a stuffed animal on your tummy.
Thanks, all my friend.
Yes. So describe what this is designed to do, because I think mindfulness can be really difficult for folks.
Well, it's oftentimes a part of a healthy lifestyle component that people forget. And that's just finding ways to reduce the level of stress in our lives. And so oftentimes just taking 1 minute in a day and focusing on nothing. Maybe it's just a color in your brain, or maybe it's a stuffed animal friend that you're holding on your on your chest, and taking a minute to kind of relax and just de-stress your mind, even just for 1 minute a day, can really help reduce stress levels. So that is one of the reasons we wanted to put the mindfulness as one of the 5 components of 5 minutes to better health.
So how can people find the 5 for 5 program if they want to start this? And we should note you've modified these exercises even for folks who may be in a wheelchair.
Correct. Yeah. What we worked really hard when we were choosing the different activities to make sure that we chose activities that anyone that of any fitness level or shape, or even who could be potentially confined to a wheelchair or have some other disability, could do. They could modify, and they could try and find at least, a couple activities within each component to be able to do. So I can't remember, what was the second part of your question?
Just very quickly, because I have less than a minute, where do
Okay.
people find the program?
Oh, sorry. Yes. So you go to the University of Idaho publication site, and then you can just search for 5 for 5, 5 minutes to better health, and that will bring you to a place where you can download it for free.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming in and talking with us today. We've been speaking with Kirsten Jensen. She's a professor of health and fitness and nutrition and one of the University of Idaho extension educators behind the 5 for 5, 5 minutes to better health exercise program. And that'll do it for this episode of Idaho Matters. Thanks so much for listening. And just a reminder, you can find all of our episodes wherever you get your podcasts.
Sources and methods, the crown jewels of the intelligence community. Shorthand for how do we know what's real? Who told us? If you have those answers, you're on the inside, and NPR wants to bring you there. From the Pentagon to the State Department to spy agencies, listen to understand what's really happening and what it means for you. Sources and Methods, the new national security podcast from NPR.